everyone, Skippy here, and welcome to One Piece episode 950, directed by Yasunori Koyama and supervised by Masahiro Shimanuki. While it's not the most important of episodes for sure when being compared to the last few weeks of material, Yasunori Koyama's colorful and highly atmospheric direction that's backed up by his first storyboard since 914 is looking to make this one of the most solid episodes of Act 2 thus far. Masahiro Shimanuki's corrections may still exhibit a harshly stiff and action figure-like look that doesn't appeal to me personally, but with the solid slate of scenes that the preview already has lined up plus the inevitable corrections from Chief Supervisor Ichikawa, episode 950 should pan out more than well, and will demonstrate how great direction can make episodes with supervisors that are seen as the weaker of the bunch be part of the highest rank. So will episode 950 be the absolute direction fest it's setting out to be with maybe a few surprises in tow? Let's pledge our allegiance to the Alliance and find out. This episode covers the first 12 pages of chapter 950, and I can't think of a better example for how the medium of anime can make content even better. From actually showing Luffy and Kid's conversation instead of just letting it be a flashback, to rearranging the main Udon conflict to the second half to make the rapid mood swings of the prisoners feel less sudden and more understandable, the overall adaptation does nothing but strengthen the original content by knowing where to mess around with it all to make for a better experience overall. Taking into consideration what's best to drag out for dramatic and emotional effect with the pages they have, accompanying it all with fantastic music placement and wonderful voice direction that helps the two big moments of the episode with Doji and Momonosuke feel absolutely powerful and a leap and a half above what the manga had in store. With there being absolutely no signs of slowness throughout the episode, despite those moments being dragged a tad for direction's sake, this might be one of the best displays of adaptation in Wano thus far, and makes me a pretty big fan of this recent stretch of 12-page count episodes. And 950 isn't just yet another example of such, it might just be the best example of it. If you thought that Koyama's direction and adaptation was wonderful from the get-go and felt that it added so much to the content, then his storyboard that tells a story within itself will make you love it all even more. Of course, there's the usual carefully considered scale and knack for compositing that we've come to expect from him, but where this board shines more than anything else is its insanely good color work and visual storytelling. On top of just knowing when to properly use color in order to add needed drama to a scene or action, Koyama marries it with wonderful visual cues that signify so much meaning in such simple ways, including things like the hundreds of ghosts of Doji's men enveloping the skies and him as they set off, which signifies their oncoming death to Kaido, and Momonosuke's inner fear and will to not take the responsibility that his father's death left him, literally leaping from his body and running away as he remembers the past. Storytelling through a storyboard like this is something that I've praised co-series director Ayako Maki for in the past, and I can't exclaim just how happy I am that one of my favorite regular directors is making it their own to complement their already amazingly solid storyboard that never leaves you looking away. With Masahiro Shimanuki's corrections being the most inoffensive and polished they've been since 930, even if his style still doesn't appeal to me much, it all wraps itself together nicely into an absolute gift of an episode that I thought was pretty much flawless. I was already expecting this episode to be absurdly solid given Koyama's track record and how I hold him in such high regard when it comes to other directors on the show. But the finished product quite literally blew my socks off and delivered to me an episode that was not only above what I expected and more, but a great example for why certain directors should tackle their own storyboards instead of others, and one of my new favorite Wano episodes of all time. Couple that together with next week's episode 951 looking just as solid as this here outing, and we might be in for the biggest 2-for-1 sale just yet. Satoshi Ito looks to be going ham on the directorial side of things, with sweet ambient lighting and storyboarding after swiftly picking himself back up with 937, and when it's accompanied by Masayuki Takagi's absurdly expressive corrections, plus animation from the likes of freelance French animator Sonda and more that should help execute Zoro's ninja brawl just right, I'm definitely looking forward to next week in more ways than one. Anyways guys, that's it for now. I'm Skippy, and we might want to simplify Kid's arm structure wise if we want animators other than Shimanuki to animate it.